Nuffinbutfishing thing.
Good morning everyone. You join me around the back of Withy Pool at Hunt Street once again. So it's a swim that you'll all be very familiar with, because I've fished this lake to death, but it's been a couple of weeks since I've been able to get out, and a couple of weeks since I've had a fish, so I thought I'd come up here, hopefully have a rod bend throughout the day. Ideally, I want to try and get on the surface. It's not the warmest today, but it's very calm and still, and I'm in a spot where I've always had fish off the top from before. So I'm going to start off by fishing 2 bottom baits tight to the islands by the refuge, where I've done well before, and then be flicking dog biscuits out throughout the day, and once they get up I'll start trying to fish on the top for them. So that's the plan of attack. Choddy bottom baits, same as what I've done well on before, sticking to what I know, spots that don't work, and hopefully we'll have some fish today. I've just moved house, so that's another reason for just coming up for a rod bend, just to sit back, relax and have a few fish. So hope you enjoy the session, fingers crossed we'll have a few. There we go, only a little common. As I said, he's extremely lively, so I doubt he's going to give me many seconds of viewing time, but started off the day and hopefully we'll have a few more. Well, I've been here for a couple of hours, and as you saw I had that small common. After about 10 minutes of the rods being out, I recast. Unfortunately got a little bit too close to the snag, and as you can guess, I had to re-tie up everything and get it back out on the spot. Still fishing the area. They've been all in the snags as well, and even as I speak, just over the left rod there's some bubbles. About 2 minutes ago a fish spooked on the right spot, which isn't what you want to see, but at least it shows there's fish still feeding there. So I'm just trickling in the baits, usual tactics, a few boilies every sort of 10-15 minutes, and hopefully we'll have a few more. I've also brought dog biscuit with me today. It's only about 8-9 degrees, so it's not really warm, but it's pretty still. Flicked some out and already had a couple of fish tape biscuits, but in the refuge. What I'm going to do is try and get their confidence up and then bring them out this side of the rope. Got my 3rd rod here, so I can set that up for surface fishing, and hopefully we'll have our first fish off the surface. So it was good seeing them take a few biscuits already, but I just keep on flicking the baits in. There's another one, just took another one then, and fingers crossed we'll have some off the top. And there's ducks having sex just behind the camera, lovely. Right in front of the kids as well, little chicks, no bigger than like your thumb I'd say. They're absolutely tiny, they must have only just hatched. So there's the next generation of arseholes on their way through. They don't stay cute for long. Another fish took a biscuit, so I'm going to keep on getting these dog biscuits going out, and hopefully we'll have a few, like I said. And again. Good signs. If they keep taking biscuits, we should have some. Keeping you up to date with things as well. As you know, I've just moved house, so fishing was put on hold for a little bit, but now I'm on this first session. Hello Robin. Birds everywhere at the moment. Got little chicks, ducks, robin, blackbirds. It's really enjoy it when it's fishing like this and you've got everything around you. Anyway, back to updating you. Yeah, I've moved house, everything's gone smoothly. My gear is still held at my dad's, but I went and grabbed some stuff yesterday, so hopefully this week I'll get my own shed or storage for my own stuff and bring it all home. Make it a bit easier for fishing. This month, at the very end of the month, I'm doing a charity match. Bristol City versus Bristol Rovers. Whether you're into fishing or not, I'll explain. Bristol City and Bristol Rovers, 2 football teams, and nearly had a fish on the left rod then. It's basically a local derby, always been rivalry between the two, a lot of banter, and it should be a good laugh. The 2 football teams haven't played each other for quite a long time now. We're in different leagues. Obviously Bristol City is quite a lot higher, but this should be a bit of fun, and it's all going for charity. If I remember the name right, it's St James Hospice. And it's a care home and a care centre for patients with life-threatening illnesses or who are dying. It supports not only the person with the illness but also the families around them, and it's completely charity based, so all the funding is from public funding, charity fundraisers and things. So it's going to be a good match, a bit of fun between the 2 teams, but it's all going to a good charity as well, and that's on Acorn Fishery. It's going to be a 48-hour match, and the teams are split up because there's quite a lot of the city anglers. For the first 24 hours someone fishes, and then the second 24 hours someone else fishes in that swim. So should be good fun, lots of fish, a bit of banter, and it's all for good charity, as I said. And leading into the summer I plan more barbel fishing, and also got the YouTube bloggers match coming up, so plans are looking good for the summer, and should be a good year for us. So cheers for sticking around. Remember to always subscribe, follow me on Facebook and Instagram, because I'll always keep people updated on there. And fan cam seems to be going quite well now, so hopefully that will progress and we'll pick up some new ideas and do some different things. So this may not be the most interesting of vlogs, but I thought I'd do it as kind of like a general update as well. So that's the plan for the year. And I'll finish off my tea, get some more dog biscuits out, and hopefully we'll start having some off the top. So the carp are taking off the top now. They're the other side of the rope, so I need to try and get them to start drifting this way. But there's another one take on there. The beautiful sound of carp troughing on the top. So I've missed that sound. Hopefully we'll get the rod set up, and by the time that's all sorted, the fish will be feeding confidently this side of the rope. I'll bring one of these 2 in, and we'll start having them off the top. Fish number 2. I was just getting ready to put the surface rod out because I got them feeding on the surface, and the one bottom bait rod I'd left out peeled away, and another one on the choddy. But it's the second fish, and hopefully we'll have a few more off the top. You're gonna flip again. He's been an absolute nightmare on the mat, so that's all you're gonna see of him, I'm afraid. There we go, another small mirror, 3rd fish of the day, and we still haven't had one off the top, but the bottom bait rod keeps going off every now and then. I don't mind. There he goes. There we go. So there we go, my first fish off the top this year. It's probably the smallest of the day. but they're all very welcome, and I've worked hard for this first surface fish, so I'm happy, and I think he's ready to go back anyway. Really been struggling the last few hours. I've been trying my best on the surface, but wherever I put my bait, same old story, they'd go to where the other free offerings were. I've whittled down to a size 12 hook and 7-pound line, and still they aren't interested. So I've wound all rods in, so there's absolutely no pressure in the swim. We're just flicking out dog biscuits, and I'm getting one, maybe two take every sort of couple of minutes. So it's really died off a little bit, but I'm going to stick at it, keep on putting some bait out, and hopefully they'll get back on the feed, and then I'll be able to put a rod out when they've got the confidence back up and have one more, because I've had the one off the top and 3 off the bottom and lost one. So it'd be good to have another one. I'm not sure how late I'm going to stay. Originally I was going to go on here for the afternoon, then move on to the main lake, but I'm so tired. I went paintballing yesterday and I'm absolutely knackered, so I may just end up winding in when I finished on here and go home. We'll see, but I would like to have another one at least. Virtually the same stuff. Here we go, fish number 5. I gave up on the surface eventually. They were just getting really frustrating and finicky, and there's only 1 or 2 fish just plucking around, taking the odd biscuit, so I gave up on that. Flicked out the bottom baits again, the choddies to the spots, a few boilies around, a few touches since, then recast again, got them right on the spots, and this is the result of the right rod. Cell pop up on a choddy again, biggest fish of the day, so it's probably just into double figures, I'd say. And I think I might head on quite soon, because I'm knackered. I've had a few fish, and Spurs are playing tonight, so happy days. Slip it back, maybe have one more before we go. Well, I just put back fish number 5. Rod's back out, a little bit more bait around it, but I'm going to start packing away now. Rods will be the last thing to come in. I had a good session. I came up here for a bend in the rod, and that's what I did. So can't complain. It's good fish, all pretty clean, very small to be honest, but the last one was the biggest one of the day. But again, as I said, I came up for a rod bend, and that's what I got, so I can't really complain. If I wanted some bigger fish, I'd still be cracking on the main lake, which I will be back on probably next week. But I just wanted to come up and get a wet net. So I'm happy. I can go home and stick all my smelly fishing gear in Dad's spare room again for another week until I got my own shed. So apologies for that, Dad. And as you can see, I'm wearing the t-shirt which is for the charity match at the end of the month, Bristol Rovers one. Just checking it fits and it's not cursed, and clearly it isn't. So hopefully I'll be catching lots of fish in the charity match with this top on at the end of the month. And so I've probably only got one more session between now and then actually, so got a bit of practice in, see what carp looks like. So cheers for watching. I'm going to stop whittling on, start slowly packing away. If I have anything else, obviously I'll show it, but cheers for watching. Hope you enjoyed this kind of recap general video. Saw a few fish, so subscribe to me if you haven't already, like the video if you did, and find me on Facebook and Instagram, Nuffinbutfishing, all the usual stuff. And I'll see you again next time. Cheers guys.